sweating right now thinking about it. Like, let me tell you, that hurt so bad. Like, I was like, I couldn't even scream. What's up, y'all? Welcome to my motherfucking channel, and welcome back, and thank you for being so damn loyal, and I hope that you guys are enjoying yourselves here. You know what I'm saying? This looks a little weird, but you know, just grow the fuck up, okay? This is primer. What you should be using on your motherfucking face. It's motherfucking primer. We're about to get into the story about what it's like to get a nipple piercing, the pros and cons. I'm gonna do my baby hairs and do my makeup while I'm talking to y'all. Like, me and my sister chose to get piercings randomly. Me and my sister and my mom. And they got other piercings. My sister had got this piercing. She got a piercing right here. And it was so cute. It was the cutest thing. I think it was right here. It was like this. It was really cute. I liked it. I actually wanted to get it, but she looked so cute with it. Shout out to you, Gianna. But yeah, so she got that. She ended up taking it out. It was not really, it wasn't staying, I think. I'll let her tell you guys the story on that. But yeah, so she ended up taking that out. But I got one nipple piercing. So before I even got my nipple piercing, I was like, maybe I should like pinch my nipple really, really hard, and that'll be like close to the equivalent of what it would actually feel like. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just pinch my nipple and be like, oh, that's not that bad, right? That's not the same. I don't care how hard you pinch your nipple. It's not the same, okay? I just want you to know that. Just like, I'm gonna stress that to you. It's not the same. Like, if you try to, you know, put pain on it and make it seem like, okay, I think I can handle it. No. We go into the piercing place in Sacramento. It's Polka Dots Piercing in Sacramento. I don't know if that's exactly the name of it, but it's Polka Dots, something like that. Shout out to y'all, because they were the best. They made me feel comfortable when I was there, because mentally it's just like, when you actually get there, and I was freaking the fuck out. But I was like, I'm gonna do it. I came here for a fucking reason. Like, are you crazy? So I went there and I did it. Now, pros. It looks cute. Okay? It looks cute. It shows what your pain tolerance is. Okay? The only pros is that it looks cute. Okay? Don't mind like how I do this, okay? I'm not gonna lie, people have told me that the way I conceal is really weird. Just leave me alone. I go in there and I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm here for that appointment that we scheduled. We're all getting piercings. I'm getting a nipple one, da da da. They're like, okay, cool. Y'all just wait over there. And so they're just like, you know, you guys go way over there in the waiting area and everything. I was like, okay, cool. And the longer I waited, the more I anticipated. Like, it made it worse. I was like, oh my God, like they're taking long. Like, it's making me almost about to change my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I was actually, at the time, I was really like debating if I wanted to have two. I was like, maybe I can do two. Depending on how the first one goes, I'll do two. And I was like Googling what people said about getting both. I was on YouTube looking at pros and cons. I was looking at what not to do, what to do, like prepping and everything. I'm gonna just tell you right now, like, there's a lot of things that you can do to prep for like the aftercare, but there's nothing that will prep you for the physical pain that you go through when you get one. I'm just gonna tell you right now, like, bro, if anyone told you that getting a nipple piercing doesn't hurt, they're fucking lying, and they're a liar, and get away from them. And they actually call my sister back there at the same time that they call me back there. So I'm like, they're like, okay, which one of you guys is the nipple piercing? And I'm like, they're like, you're nervous? Come on, girl. Like, it's okay. It'll be fine. I'm like, ooh. But she's like, are you doing both or are you doing just one? And I was like, probably one. I just chickened out. I was not ready for that shit. Like, I'm just telling you right now. I didn't get my fan. I forgot that. So she's like telling me like, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. I've done this so many times. Like, don't worry. Everyone's nervous every time they get it done. I was like, okay, cool. I don't feel weird about it, you know? So I was just like, here we go, you know? Girl, when I tell you, she did her Dougie. Now let me tell you, she did her thing. She knew what she was doing. But when she put that needle through one side of the nipple, it was fine. I wasn't tripping. I was like, okay, I feel what it feels like. All right, it's not that bad, you know what I'm saying? Whilst it going through the nipple and it comes out the other end, when it comes out the other end, piercing through, is when I realized that I am flesh. I am human, and I have feeling, and that I'm existing. You know, like I'm sweating right now thinking about it. Like, let me tell you, that hurt so bad. Like I was like, I couldn't even scream. I couldn't even make no noise. It went through the other end, and I said. And she goes, she's like, are you okay? And I go, yeah. Bro, like when I tell you, that shit hurt, bro. Like, oh my God, nothing can compare. Probably birth, but I think it's a whole different pain, you know? So anyone who has a kid, because I don't have any, but I'm just saying, do you have a nipple piercing too? Because tell me if that's the same. Like, what kind of pain does it, what difference is it? I mean, I know I've had a period before and I've had cramps, but I've never had a kid go through my body. So if you have a nipple piercing and you have a kid, what was the, like, if you could describe what's the difference? Please tell me. Because that's the only pain that I feel like is the most. Oh my God, it was just terrible. It coming out the other end. The other, you know, when I first went in, it was fine. But it was a quick pain though. So that's one thing I will tell you guys. It was a very quick pain. After a while, I was feeling like it was just like precious cargo. Like I didn't want anybody to touch me or anyone to look at me for that matter. Everywhere I went, I was like this. I was like holding myself everywhere I went. I didn't want it to droop or like nothing. I just wanted to hold it. I was holding myself like a baby, like seriously. I didn't want anything to hurt me or my nipple. The whole day, like the rest of the night, I was so like careful with everything. Like I didn't want anyone to bother me. The healing process took a long time. Like that shit was like, that shit took like, it's still kind of healing, but it's not as much as before. Like, so basically you're gonna deal with like crusty nipple for like 8 months, and like you have to be hella careful. Like you cannot put dirty hands on it. Like you cannot have sexual intercourse and like someone's, you know, yeah, don't do that, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't know if your mouth is like always clean and all that shit. Like just be careful. I just would suggest, if you're getting one, let them work on the other one, okay? But like as far as like just in general, if you have both, like just steer clear away from stuff like that. Even touching it, like seriously, touching it can make you have an infection so fast. Like I'm not even kidding. You have to clean it like 3 times a day, and if you forget, you will notice. You will feel it on you will feel your nipple. Like it's not cool. Like there is like a pus that you get in the beginning, because of course it's a new piercing, but also it's such a sensitive like thing. And one time, like I had this really cute corset, and it had like strings on it and stuff like that, you know, the ones that you tie and everything. And like I had just like grabbed it and like went like that, like I just like threw it, and like one of the strings wrapped around my nipple ring and just pulled it so hard, and I was like like those type of pains, bro, those type of pains, y'all, like y'all do not, oh my god, it was the worst pain ever. Like you guys, that type of pain is really no joke. Like it's a different type of pain, bro. Don't even play like that. Like I'm serious, don't even try to find out, bro. Like it's not fun. And like I would just say right now, if you're ready to have to baby yourself and make sure that, you know, nobody messes it up and that it stays good intact and that you don't want it to be, you know, infected and everything, get one. But if you feel like you're very careless about stuff like that, don't get it. Do not get it, because you're gonna hurt yourself. Like seriously, a boob infection is not cool. I've seen stories about people get like nipple infections on YouTube, and they really are like, that's not fun. Like don't do that. Like be careful. Like, so I'm gonna stress to you guys, I'm gonna stress to y'all, do not play around. Like it's not fun to have, it's not fun to have an infection, okay? So there's my input on that. But other than that, it's really cute. Like I love my piercing, you know. Anyone will actually tell you, you know, that actually has a piercing, like even though they went through all of that, they still are happy that they got it, you know. Like, so I'm just gonna tell you, it is worth getting. You just have to be careful. There's so many people who don't pay attention to hygiene, and that will be the downfall of your nipple piercing. So be careful, okay? But yeah, cons is that if you usually use a loofah, that's actually going to be really hard to maintain. Hold on, let me that hurt a lot. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So if you use a loofah, it's a little strong. I'm a cholo right now. My mom would be proud that I'm wearing lip liner. Shout out to you, mom. If you use a loofah on your body in the shower, I would suggest to not. Or if you're gonna do that, like, stay away from your boobs. Like, I'm not even kidding. Because the day that you snatch your nipple ring on that loofah, and you're gonna reconsider life. And that's just an advice for you, okay? You don't want that for yourself. So, just telling you guys. I'm trying to be a good friend for you, okay? Just listen to me. And other than that, your clothes, like if you're wearing like wool or any cotton that has like loose cotton, or anything that has like loose hairs to it, like a sweater or something, don't wear it without no bra, because it will catch on. Like any sweaters like that will catch on to your nipple ring. And one time I wore a sweater that was like wool, and the wool, like the little like fibers from it, the fibers from the wool got stuck on the ring, and so I had to like unravel it. Like I was literally sitting in the bathroom for like 15 minutes unraveling it off of my nipple ring. So I'm just letting you guys know, like, don't play around with that. Wear the bra. The bra is the best thing in the world for you, okay? You have to clean it at least 3 times a day. When you do clean it, like, you have to make sure that you're using a Q-tip. Sometimes if there's crust around it, I would use like something that's very like fine, like some type of tool or something. Like, I'm gonna show you something that I've used before. Also, it's like something very similar to this, but it's like, let's use this for example. So this right here, but it was like a hook. It was like a hook, so it can actually, like, you know, clean. I would use alcohol, like rubbing alcohol to clean it, or peroxide for like, I think like when it comes to keeping the bacteria away and stuff like that. I've actually tried something really new. It's like antibacterial ointment, and it's good for like burns and cuts and like mosquito bites and shit like that, but it's like antibacterial, like triple antibiotic type stuff. Like even if you use something like this, like antibiotic ointment, something like that, things like that it's good for that, because it's a wound, you know. The healing process takes about From what I heard, it takes about a year, 8 months to a year, depending on how you are with your hygiene and everything like that, and cleaning it, and your sexual activity and stuff. But other than that, it's not that bad. If I were you, I would prepare myself by YouTubing like you are now. You're watching my video. Good job. Word to Larry June. He motivates himself by saying good job. I motivate myself by saying good job, numbers, you know what I'm saying? Might as well motivate you. Got your nose. The best thing to do is prepare yourself when you are gonna get it done. Also mentally prepare yourself, because the pain for it is you have to take yourself out of your body, for real. Like, if you really think about it, it's not for the weak. If you have a nipple piercing, I pay homage to you. I give you so much respect, because that hurts. Like, especially even after healing and you like snag it on stuff, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna snag on stuff. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't get paid to tell you to get a nipple piercing or to not get one. I'm just telling you the truth for no reason, because I care about you. That's a good reason, actually. For a while, I did have that medical tape, and I had a cotton pad, and I just like stuck it on there for like the first couple of weeks. And yes, I was very paranoid, but it's better to be paranoid than to like not care, and then now you have an infected nipple, which at that point you have to take out the piercing. Now you went through that pain for no reason, and now you just have a hole in your nipple. Weird. But yeah, I did think about it when it came to like pregnancy and stuff like that. And you know, honestly, I don't really know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna just cross that bridge when I get to it. At least I have one good nipple, right? So that's where I stand on that. I feel like this eyelash on this side is like more thick than this one. Is it? Tell me. If you guys have any more questions, I can do another like story time and answering more questions. But if you guys want to ask more questions about it specifically, if you guys still have more questions, go ahead and enter it, like write down your questions in the comments, because like my YouTube is not that big right now, but it will be. You know, we're an ever so growing channel, and I feel like you guys are like my family, you know. So when it comes to you guys asking me questions, I'm gonna be in the comments just really actually there, like waiting for you guys to write. Like, I'm gonna be sitting there like this. I'm gonna be sitting there like this waiting for you guys to put comments about any questions you guys may have about nipple piercings, because I'm ready to answer them. I'm here for you personally as a great friend, and I'm here till the end, man. You guys are my heart. Those are everything to me. So cheers to that. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'm done doing my Dougie. Like, comment, and subscribe. Come here. If they had more questions, because I'll do a part 2 if I need to.
I
didn't do that. It was you.
That was you.
It's my vlog today.
It don't matter. I'm too famous for that, bro.
Famous? Yeah, he is famous, right? Do you guys know him?
Bro, don't say it. Don't say it.
Do you guys know that guy?